Oh, kidoki. Alright. I think we are just about there. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? What's up, what's up? Hello, hello. People from the future. People who are here. I forgot to put it in the Discord that we're live. I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. I should probably do that, huh? Cause, you know, that would be pretty important. Oh, there you go. Yup. There we go. We in it now, baby. We in it now. It's too fast. Oh wait, what? I don't know. Listen, guys, I don't really stream that much anymore. But your boy's here, so yeah. Let me switch on over. Let's turn this down. Let's get the party going. Let's get the teammates in. Yo, where's the volume? Can I do this anymore? Am I even here? Oh, here it is. There we go. There it is. Now we're doing stuff. Now we're here. Does that work? Hey. What up though? What up though? What up though? El Rey with the tier 1. Wait, do I still have the thing? Oh, I didn't. Oh, there's a whole like scene that I'm gonna listen when I start doing streams again, which is probably gonna be next week. I just recorded the third video, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do 2 more videos. After that, I actually have content for the next week. What? That's actually crazy. And then from there, I can actually start streaming and hang out with people again. I actually miss streaming, for sure. Scrub, Eddie, you should not be talking. Thank you again, El Rey. My bad. Is there? Okay, hold on. I think I have something though. Hold on. Wait. Is it this one? Wait. Is it this? No. That's a blank screen. You guys see that? That's a blank screen. Okay. Hold up. Let me see. This one is. Oh, I'm gonna crash my computer if I click. Oh no. Oh, here you go. And then do this. We got a filter. We gotta do this. We do this. Oh, I have to mess with this. Okay, long story short, by the way, my computer killed itself like 4 times, and I had to reinstall Windows like 4 or 5 times. Most of my stuff is just gone. That's just how it is. All the stuff that's been saved on the cloud, I can still use, which I'm glad. I'm very fortunate for that. But I'm gonna build a lot of stuff from the ground up again. Probably do another number of other things, but I gotta find the time somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I know. Also, the like Rob and Devin and George are all waiting in the Discord, and I'm sure they're in the chat somewhere. And they're gonna have to keep waiting. Oh, I know what. I found it. I need to stop messing with this, but now I found it, so now I have to. Now I have to do it. There you go. There it is. There it is. There you go. All right. Let me just go. Let me go over there. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of there. Let me do this. All right. All right. Stop messing around, folks. Let's go find out where the people are.
I was gonna like the deck.
People.
I knew I was gonna like the deck, and we were like, "Oh, we'll throw it together. We'll throw it together just to test." I was like, "No," because I know I'm gonna start playing it. Threw it together, dude, for like solid 6 months, easy. That's all I played.
Yeah.
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 What's up?
Hello, we're live.
Hello.
Hi, fearless
Hello.
leader.
Hello.
Oh, fearless leader.
Wait, we're live?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
live.
fearless AFK leader.
What are you, Josh? Hold on.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we gotta make
Long
up
neck
for him
ain't
not
here. We
being
got to
here.
replace him somehow, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, here's Discord. I got this time. I'm pretty sure I got this time. Okay.
Come on, man.
Chat.
This is our third one.
Do this one, and we go like this, and we go like this. Wow, never mind. Oh, that looks bad. Okay, hold on. I gotta do it every single time because obviously Discord changes every single time, or every time that we do this. So 1 sec. Oh, let's do this. What the fuck? Okay,
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you got this, Chief?
No.
Now that I believe.
Yeah. Oh, I had another scene. That's why. Okay. I had a whole different scene that I already set up like before. Let's do this. What if I just like cut off a Aspira? Is that doable? Hold on. I think.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
He's one of the few people actually showing up, and he's new to the team. And you're gonna come out?
Listen.
Wow.
Listen.
Man.
Listen, George, we'll take you in. Don't worry.
Listen.
I mean,
We'll
I haven't
just
gotten
replace-
hazed yet, I guess.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to stop because I can't see you guys. So let me stop.
We can
streaming.
just volunteer you as the new team leader. We can kick Brian off.
Chill. All
We'll
right.
just move the whole team to your channel.
Wow. I feel betrayed. All right, well, let's switch on over there. Let's turn it down a little bit.
Don't worry about it, Droid. After
Yeah.
like a year and a half of the team being brought together, I'll invite you. It's not for me, I don't know.
Wow. Wow. Maybe I should cut you off here. Maybe that would maybe.
To be fair, that was deserved.
Maybe. I'm glad only us understand that. The tyrannical blow in the top 10 rulings. Yeah, I'm actually working on that video right now, or I'm writing up the whole thing.
Dude, the fact that so many people have asked about that ruling actually is insane.
Wait, what?
It's all right. It's because they're treating it as one whole effect now. So
Yeah.
basically, you can't separate the effects. Like you can't just respond to a unison and then choose another one. You have to respond to an applicable card now. It's pretty whack.
It is pretty whack.
That's all right. No, Andrew
Wait.
Kyle is not
What?
team leader.
So like the one that comes in is the one you have to pick?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
to get the full effect is basically what it is. And in order to get the full effect, you have to have a pickable target, and then choose another one, basically. But yeah, that will definitely be in that video.
It's kind of whack.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see on the stream, but team updates, not really much. Maybe removing Aspira again after a short stint. We haven't even done any actual projects. Except for the stream, I guess, but that doesn't count. Oh wait, let's fix this. There you go. All right.
Booted.
Upcoming products and releases. So Draftbox 6 just got released. How you guys feeling about that?
You know how I feel about it. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it's janky.
It is
I
janky.
really enjoyed the draft. I really enjoyed the draft format. I thought it was fun.
Okay, yeah, so that was the other thing. So I actually did one locally. Shout out to Josh and everybody else in the locals. We broke it up, and of the 4 boxes that I got, we did one, and it was cool. I think it was pretty fun. Like the actual cards are made for drafting. It felt like.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, this draft box, they did very well because they did it literally for the draft, like draft type, like draft event rather than like just making a bunch of new good cards play in different decks.
Yeah,
I thought
that was the original intent, right? That was the original intent. Like, yeah, the power levels of draft box 4 and 5 were so high that they were basically expansion set 2.0s. But we already get expansion sets. We get them with the theme boxes. We get them with the expansion packs, where we got Surge Coup, and now we're gonna get the support for the UW stuff. Yeah. So it as a product line, it doesn't need to be another expansion pass. So the fact that they've brought back the pendulum and brought the power level back to a place where it's just fun to draft, but won't break the entire format, I think it's just fine.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. And that kind of comes into like the pricing, the current pricing right now. It's like everything's kind of dirt cheap. The only thing that's pretty expensive is some of the red stuff. Demigra, obviously. And then, what was the other money card? Like Bardock.
I think like any of the generic good staples, like the Demigra is just a good card.
It's just a generic good card. Like, that's just all it is.
But I think that's... I don't know. Like, if it's not part of an archetype, I feel like that's the only generically good card that we have. Other than Kiku, the red Kiku that plays
yeah. But even then, that's kind of like directed towards an archetype. It was just like skillless. So
I don't really. I can't.
Red set to bean.
Yeah, but that's still red. You still have to play red.
Yeah, you still have to play red, but it's essentially generic in the red, red color.
Yeah. Unlike where Great Ape Goku, like the Draw Ape, and some of the Overrealm stuff that we've seen before, some of the black stuff that we've seen before, that can be kind of thrown in anything. Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm just looking at the highest priced cards right now. We have some of the unisons. We have Demigra at $30, Bardock at $17, Piccolo Jr. at $10, which is because of Red Broly, basically.
It's Red Broly.
Yeah.
It's another free card.
I did see that played early today on Untap. That was whack because you already had a ridiculous field. The guy was at 2 life already with no cards in hand, and then he got to play 2 more Brolys, and I was like, okay, great.
Wow, great.
Thanks, Bandai.
Bandai. You gave an already broken archetype even more power.
Exactly.
Nice.
It's like, are we not gonna do anything about this? I guess not. What else? Huragan. I feel like Huragan's like pretty good. Like when the engine gets going, it's actually really quite good.
Well, when I saw that, I actually was really excited. About that, because I was like, okay, they're still thinking about old archetypes, like that just got power crept out or like just weren't used very well, and they're still thinking about it, like. And like wanting to, research or give them a resurgence, which is really good. Because like Huragan was like cool, right? It was good, but it just it needed so much setup, and like now it's like you don't need as much setup. You can just get it done really quick. Like you can go into your chain really fast, and you can go through all your different things really fast now. So it's like it makes the deck actually playable, which is really good. As like. Because I'm not a control player, but I know other like the entire team's full of fucking control players, by the way. But they all know, like, ridiculous. It just takes time to set up, and like, I hate these guys. But the Huragan line, and like Josh played it, and I saw it firsthand, and I was like, okay, like this is way better than what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Yeah, I think it's really good. Plus, it has like so much support. Like the Tapion, the blue-green Tapion that can pay whatever. That's really good. And then all the extra cards that go with it. The Hoi that gives you 10k and then pop something.
So good.
What is that about? Like, why did we say that was okay? I don't understand. I don't get this.
I do want to play that, but I do think it's kind of interesting the way they're doing it too, because now I think. There's like a handful of leaders, and I think Hiru kind of fell in that valley of not bad enough to get a reboot, but not good enough to be in meta. Like you can kind of play it. Like I feel like Demigra kind of falls in that, Pan falls in that, Hiru falls in that. You have like these handful of leaders, right, where they're not bad, but they're not good. And I think like if you do more stuff like this, like support, now Hiru automatically it seems like jump back up into he's meta relevant again. Mm-hmm. Which I think.
Now, off of that, I will say, because I just saw a list that just did well in Italy or whatever for Pan, and it made it, when I saw it at first, I was like, how do you play this deck? And then I looked at it more and more, and I was like, I was understanding it a lot more, and I'm like, okay, but it's still not great because there are other leaders that does what does better and more generic. Yeah, but I guess she's just. I honestly think if they did give her a reboot, I literally just think if you give her the the ability to awaken early with a unison getting played, she would be fine. Or a draw on unawakened side when you swing at leader or swing in general, and an awaken with a unison 2 or 2 or more, something like that. Or awaken at 6 with a unison or something like that. She'd be fine.
Yeah,
she'd be easy. It's easy. Same thing with like Demigod, like like something like that.
Okay, so for the Pan though, right? In a sense, you could almost have like a unison come out for an expansion or a card in one of these draft boxes come out that if like your leader's a red Earthling, this, and just kind of generically base it towards the leader without needing the reboot. Like again, with the whole hero line, you don't have to reboot the leader because now all of a sudden you release this whole new support for the deck, and it just pops into meta relevance. But I'm not disagreeing.
I think the problem with that though is like Hero already had good enough draw for him to be fine. Like he already filtered through the deck very easily on unawakened side and awakened side. He had a good awakening ability. Like everything about him was fine, right? Like he was a broken leader for a while, but like Pan was like that. She always rode that fine line of like
she's
fair.
Too fair.
She was fair.
I know.
With certain cards made her a little broken at times, but she was always a fair leader.
I know, George, you had something to say, and I saw your post about fair leaders and such.
Yeah, I was. George.
Well, so there's two aspects. First off, like it's just fair can do well. It's just tough to do so when we're talking in the tops of a meta where it's defined by everything breaking the integral rules of the game, and it's just how they break it and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
The biggest thing also is that our game is becoming so much more and more archetypal. Like Hirudegarn's draw ability is way ahead of its time. When we're considering where he came from, it's very much on par with what we're seeing to this day in terms of being able to dig through your deck and so on and so forth. Now it just so happens that he has an archetype that works with it. Hirudegarn had 2 successful decks, really, I want to say, and only one of them was generic. One of them was 1/2 swap, and that's because there was an entire archetype to back the leader up. And then you had like blue-red aggro.
Yep.
So now it's coming back to relevance because it has a real archetype. So, and we can see that generically speaking, green, bye Devin. generically speaking, green has had some of the best cards come out quality-wise in probably the last 4 to 5 sets. Every single one of their unisons are like almost top tier solid. They have great counterplays. There's a lot going there that works and makes a lot of sense, but green hasn't been super relevant up until the last couple of sets where they finally got real archetypes to bring it all together. So it just goes to show that we're straying away from the game where genericness is good enough, and you need an archetype to carry that generic powerful base.
I can agree with that. Like kind of back on what you said. Green has always been kind of like, it gets good stuff, but never had enough support to it. And now you release Gotenks, and then you had the Dredgeku stuff, and now all of a sudden you have 2 hella strong green decks in the meta because they have an archetype.
Yeah, and I think like with these new cards coming out, they are making it to where archetypes are more desirable to play. Because they gave us the Hirudegarn line, they gave us the Burn line, they gave us the Bardoc's crew line, like they gave us all these archetype stuff that they boost stuff that we already had. This made it a little better.
They're making them more competitive. They're less memey. Look back in the first couple of sets with like Ginyu Force and stuff like that. The deck wasn't that good. It was just kind of like a meme. And like I guess even now it still kind of is with the green. But it's still kind of viable, especially with the new support coming from the expansion set. So, I guess George makes a really good point. Everything's just kind of boiling down to having an archetype, and if you have an archetype, go with it. It's probably meta.
Yeah,
I think I'm trying to think of which one outside Hoodagon, like the new archetype for Hoodagon. I'm pretty sure the last good archetype that we've had is probably AOD.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
I think that's correct.
Like since
a good archetype,
good archetype that can compete with pretty much anything.
Okay.
So
by archetype, what are we defining as like an archetype?
Like just tied into itself. You have to run like a 12-card engine in order to actually do anything with it.
All of set 11 and set 10 outside of blue are basically archetypes. You got Gotenks, you got Broly Swap, you got Dark Broly.
Oh yeah, Broly Swap, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know, because Dark Broly,
Broly,
you can essentially run the Dark Broly cards outside of Dark Broly. It just won't be as consistent. Well, it can still be played.
I guess I think it's really probably just set 11 then. Like I think that's just like the resurgence of archetypes where
I would say that
we're just getting so much support for them.
Yeah, I think set 10 was a little less so archetypes. But set 11 for sure was all like pretty much a lot of archetypes. All put into mono leader sections. It's like red, you get swap, or like you get a new swap line. Green, you get Gotenk stuff, and like you get to do a lot of that stuff. Black, you get a new 30k archetype. Blue got a bunch of like counters and counter and stuff like that. And then yellow just got fucked. So we don't talk about yellow.
Yellow got their archetypes in set 10, and set 11 for yellow served more as a supporting basis. So that for yellow, I think set 11 is going to be a transition set where, like, let's say Sin Shenron, the biggest yellow archetype in probably the last couple of sets, got very minimal here. But the next set, they're getting another 3 Shadow Dragons to bring it all together. So I think it's good for yellow. I think it's going to be big set, small set, big set.
Because I think go.
I do think it's interesting the way they're doing the Sin Shenron stuff, because it's not like a deck that is just going to be right out the door. Like it's strong now as is. Kind of like you were saying, it's probably the best yellow deck right now, and it's probably the best control deck right now that's meta relevant. But like you have 3 sets for this deck to come out, so like it just kind of again back supports the archetype too. Bandai is releasing a deck theoretically across 3 different sets. How does that not scream pushing archetypes? And
well, I mean that's part of the stuff that I think who said it in the chat, Takara. This is exactly what a Dropbox should be, or what you wanted out of Dropbox. I agree. In which that's have a good drafting experience and then support stuff where you can support. And I think that's just kind of like a testament of how much feedback they've been taking. And that's good. I'm happy about it. And,
the draft box did really well. It had good rates. It had a good fine line between draft format. It had decent rates for a draft box. Okay.
I don't know about rates.
It had a fine line between draft format and playability in competitive. It had all the things that I feel like a draft box release should have. It's like good cards, but they give it a good enough pull rate to where they can be expensive but not too expensive, like outrageously. They're not generic, to where they can splash into any and everything in the game. Like everything about it just was really well done, especially since it researched like the old archetypes that were already in the game and like stuff like that. So it was just really, really well done overall.
I think we should have a drinking game saying, every time we say to archetype, we take a shot.
We have been talking about archetypes a lot.
I swear to God. But
because like most of the time, right? Like any other time, like all these different decks that we used to have, right? There was no archetypes. There was just like a bunch of good
Dropbox on deck.
Yeah,
it was just like Dropbox cards thrown into a deck with other good cards, and it was like, all right, cool, there's my deck.
Surge Coup, look at that. That deck literally had no theme. It was literally play all good red, yellow cards.
That was me, baby.
I'm gonna show you guys a Surge Coup deck right now after this.
Yeah, my Surge deck, I had a bunch of Draftbox cards, a bunch of good red, yellow cards, and then some blue tacked in there somewhere, and that was it. just for Sensubin, and that's it. That was the deck.
You
was
big
like, cool.
whack. You hella whack. We're moving on. All right, so we have the expansion sets where we talked about it last time, so we don't really have to talk too much about it. It's more of like the effects of it. You know, it's gonna come in a week, and our next one's gonna be in December and the 4th, so we'll have a good week after the release to talk about it.
George?
And the effects, if any.
Do you guys like the foiling?
The foiling? Yeah. Actually, have some cards.
I haven't seen a card yet from Draft Box 6.
I don't think I saw.
So you remember those token packs we got from like a store tournament a few sets ago?
No.
It's not like that.
It's not like that. It's basically this. It's basically the same.
This is what they look like. I don't know.
That's okay, I guess. I don't
know if I can kind of compare to like a regular for the viewers, for those who have kind of see it. The only real thing, so like this is super glossy, you know, has a very glossy sort of thing. I don't mind it at all, honestly. It's kind of like a fake sort of plasticky sort of thing, I guess. The biggest issue I have, I don't know if I have a good example, but they're the printing lines going straight down of a lot of cards or straight across, and that pisses me off. I don't know why. I do know why. I don't know if I don't know if you guys can see that one, but there's a horizontal line right in the middle, and it's pretty annoying. I don't know if you guys can see it. Either way.
Yeah, there are a lot of cards in the set that I've seen that between my friends who open a lot of boxes and stuff.
Yeah. And
I'm not a huge fan of the foiling.
Yeah. I forgot I bought like so many random cards actually. I got this 3-drop Piccolo, I got Intersetting Fates. What else I got? I got Lord Slug. Hello? When did I even order these? I just like opened mail and then just put it out. Okay, alright, anyway.
I didn't even get mine yet. I'm getting my stuff tomorrow.
So foiling aside, I'm really excited for the cards. And also, for those guys who didn't see, the new rulings on the Trunks and Goku don't mean that you can't use them with your Trunks leader. It just means that you specifically have to say you're revealing them. Them being face up in your life does not count as them being revealed.
Yeah. Well, that would be in the next video, but we'll hopefully not get too much backlash. And hopefully, I mean, if that deck is good, I mean, if you put good blue stuff deck plus the archetype, it might be good.
So.
I feel like I was looking into it. I think it's gonna be kind of cool. It's gonna be kind of like Gogeta 7 again, because you can get the big dumb idiot out early.
I feel like every time you say that in that tone, Rob, it's not that good.
You can't get critted. You can't get critted. If we had this one drop for the last 2 months during this best of one Bandai format that we've had, bro, Reboot Han would be non-existent.
I mean, you get cards in your hand, but you're still gonna take this triple strike. I don't understand. I got turn 2 AOD.
Yeah, but I hate the cards
the other day. Like,
Nah. If I had the cards in hand,
I was playing Brian, you say that like you weren't turn 2 killing people with Reboot Gohan with the red version. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
We don't even understand.
That
doesn't even make. Well, you're just saying gibberish and shit. I'm just looking at the cars. Oh, is that expansion 14 for the
Trunks will be good.
Trunks, okay.
It'll happen.
Yeah, so he's gonna come out first. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, one drop blocker. When this card is played, you choose up to 2 blue battle cards in your hand, placing your life face up.
And he's a blocker too, so add 2. Protects your life as well.
Cool.
That card is insane for that deck.
Cool.
Not bad.
All right, moving on.
So
let's go
on. This is not supposed to be that long.
I'll take triple strike damage. I'll go right to my turn 5. Yeah, okay, bro.
Rip. Wow. Hey, listen. These are the dice. If you guys haven't seen Sensu Pop, aka Melvin, in his video a couple weeks ago, check that out. I like the dice. That's it.
Alright.
That's it. I like the dice. I mean, they're just normal dice in Dragon Ball like theme. That's really about it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they put some official ones out.
Yeah, huge shout out to his photography. Melvin kills it with his camera.
Dude, his camera work is fancy as hell.
Hey man, I'm not a saturation guy, but it looks good.
He does a lot of work on that for sure.
Some of the pictures he has on Facebook, they're hella impressive, dude.
For sure. Not surprising they picked him for that. Where's the next? Oh, here you go. So next thing, upcoming events. We don't really have events other than tomorrow for PPG. I don't think we have anything after that until December for like online or the like. And we have finals in 5th and 6th December. So, I mean, these dates are pretty much competing with each other quite a lot, and it just ends up being just weekends and stuff like that. But tomorrow should be pretty interesting. I would guess that it's probably gonna be the same kind of format, unless something I don't know. We have Soul Striker, right? We have Gotenks, but that's kind of like back burner while people get their Red Broly stuff, and then back and forth. I'm not sure what you guys think about the current format, but it's kind of all over the place as always.
It is.
I still think we haven't hit. We have not hit the critical mass of Red Broly's yet. I think they're still widely underrepresented deck right now.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah.
I think once.
Sure.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say that's for sure.
I think once people start getting more promos for it and the deck becomes way more popular, we might have an issue with the deck. But other than that, I think right now the meta's too open.
I think with that Piccolo, it's definitely gonna put Red Broly even higher over other decks. Because it just gives them another free card like to swing with. Like it's just so hard to deal with that deck already, and then you gave them that, so now it's just like even more pressure to deal with. And it's like,
yeah,
the deck's so oppressive.
I think
so oppressive.
I think if enough people play it, it's definitely gonna top/win. If more people play Dark Broly, I'm sure that's gonna top/win. And then we still have Soul Striker, which basically, awakens early, draws a lot, and has answers for a lot of different things. So
can we just talk for a moment? I did not realize this Soul Striker promo, the regular one, they're like $18-$20 right now.
What the leader?
Yeah, not the gold stamp, the regular. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because they're specially sent out, like it's a limited product, I guess. Just like how the Goku Black and the Broly, remember?
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the same distribution.
Oh, please let my Soul Striker leader get up to like $50, bro. It was selling so fast.
Yeah, that's life.
But the problem is, like, people are starting to get off of Soul Striker because more people are playing it. / like people are finally figuring out the deck. Because like Marcus was saying it on his stream recently, like he kind of got off of the deck literally because like he just doesn't feel like it's as good as it could as it could be. I think it's not as good anymore. Is what he's saying.
It's because you have a silver bullet, like you have the old Borgo that very hard counters that deck. So I think it's going to be one of those. I think Soul Striker is going to be one of those decks where it'll be in and out based on people predicting it being in or not. Are people predicting it? Then people are going to start maining the old Borgos. And that's one of the reasons that Marcus gave was that like, I straight up just played against people who were maining that. And then you take away their turn 3 draw untap potential and it's like way less explosive. Yeah. So I think it's one of those decks where people are going to be playing, mainboarding the hate. The deck's going to slide out. When people see that the hate has been slided out, it's going to come back in. It's going to rotate in and out like that.
Yeah. I think he was also just saying like the deck just feels like you have to work so hard for your wins. Whereas like other people don't have to. It is a true grind for your wins.
It's a grind with that deck. Meanwhile, Gotenks, people start playing. Well, I won't say stop playing it, but less people are playing it, and I feel like you still got to play it. You still got a 25k dual attacker, and you draw them and KO, and you do other stuff and revenge blocker and all these other annoying things.
Listen, Brian, I made Rob very upset the other day. Okay,
the deck's really good, but as much as I hate to disagree, because I know it's right. The deck's super linear. You know what the deck's trying to do. While the deck does it very, very well, if you just tech a couple pieces to stop it, you just kind of kill Gotenks. It's not hard. The deck is, while like I said, it is still really good. It's just super linear. You stop it with. There's a handful of tech cards right now that just super say no. And
Mafuba.
Yeah, Mafuba's pretty annoying. Plus, I think people didn't give on that.
I hate this card.
Well, two things.
I hate this card with a passion.
Which one?
It's so good.
Oh,
so good.
Mekibora or Mekibora, however you say it.
Mekibora is so broken. That card is OP.
I hate it.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, listen. The first 5 words that you just said, the deck is good, but pretty much describes every deck that people are playing right now. So the only thing, I mean, like, name one deck that you can't say that with.
Dark Broly.
I mean, I don't know about that because Meki Bora, the Champak, Bardock, a number of other things still mess that thing up. Plus,
Really?
I feel like Red Bully just kills that deck. Am I alone in that one?
No, it does.
I feel like it. Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like the thing just
that's
kills
like
it.
every deck in the format, though.
I don't
Red
know about
Broly is
every
that
deck.
oppressive.
I mean, yeah, but no one's talking about it. We just going
Like,
on about our life.
We
Not
just gonna
talking
go
about
on, like, we just gonna keep moving on, like Broly, like Red Broly isn't just insane.
Okay,
Like,
so
No one's got
Red-
it. No one has it.
Yeah, but the people who want to win got it.
Oh yeah,
Red-
you're not wrong.
Red Broly wouldn't be so bad if they didn't rip cards out of hand. If it was just Swarm Board, cool. The fact that it's an aggro deck and plays
The
hand
fact-
control.
The fact that the 6-drop is random is what pushes over the edge for me.
Yeah,
If it was chosen discard, I could probably mitigate, not perfectly, but somewhat. The fact that I can randomly have my answers taken out of my hand, on top of the fact that it's a critical aggro deck that's ripping cards out of my hand for free right
Yup.
before he does that anyways.
It's the crit and the hand destruction.
It's the crit in the hand destruction for me, while also like keeping an like just so much cards on board
So many
over
cards,
and
Devin.
over again. Shut up.
So many.
Yeah,
cards.
I don't think if it didn't have hand destruction, the deck wouldn't be as bad. But the fact that you literally give an aggro deck the one thing that it needed the most, which was hand denial and crit and hand destruction.
Anyways.
Stupid.
Anyway,
Yeah.
And you
We'll see
you
what
answer my
happens.
board? Okay, cool. I'm gonna cheat out the 4-drop again.
Hey, I'm gonna do it again.
I'll just do it again.
Want to see me do it again?
Want to see me go up to the chain to get to my 6-drop in one turn?
Want to see me do it again?
Rising,
Like-
Rising Phoenix does make a good point. Sin Shenron is, one of the gatekeepers.
That is
for the
true.
deck, so.
Sin
I
is an
also
amazing deck
hate
in the
that.
format.
Since Shenron is very, man, I said this when I first made the deck, way back when, and I made the
I
video, and I
hate
was like, this is a strong deck, but I don't know if anybody's gonna be playing it because it's not boring, but it's just like I don't
It
think
is
it's
boring. You go to like turn 10, and
Okay.
then you're like, all right, are you out of cards in hand yet?
turn six,
Yeah.
and then I do
All
my
right.
turn 6 again next turn.
Yeah. It's like, I swung with you like
I
7
love the
times,
deck.
right? Let me untap
It's fun.
and get these revenge blockers up. Oh, you can't kill me? Bet.
I feel like
right.
half of this stream is just Devin complaining about stuff. So.
No, I'm not. I only complain about
the
two decks.
only reason why I don't play Sin is because I don't have the unisons. That's the only reason.
That's just
But-
that deck's so lame, bro.
Either way,
I played an hour-long match against my friend at Rob's house.
you're mad. You're actually
Like,
molding right now.
Did you lose?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just mad that you lost.
You're
No, I was pissed off the whole game.
big molding right now.
Dude,
Rob, I
he
was
literally
balling the whole
he
game.
was sitting there and he was like, "Can you just kill me? Can you just kill me? Can you kill me? Do you have to have it in hand? Can you just kill me?"
I think
And my buddy, and he was just like, "Nope, pay 6, do my thing, pass the turn."
Yeah,
He
I
was-
mean,
Oh, you're gonna
It's-
stop?
it's-
Okay, I'm gonna block.
it's-
Pop, 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 pop.
He would swing with
My turn.
9 drops
Phase
in, combo all of his dragons off just to play them again.
that's hilarious. That's actually.
Dude, oh my
pretty
god,
funny.
dude. Devin
Listen.
was, oh my god.
Anyway,
hysterical.
we will see how Sin performs or
Anyways.
outperforms everything.
Mhm.
Its matchup spread is really good, has really good support, and got more of it. Oh yeah, can we talk about how semicolon is basically a comma now? We were talking about it earlier. It's pretty stupid, but
The what is?
the
Semicolon.
the semicolon ruling. But yeah.
Oh.
I disagree with that altogether.
I was gonna put current events, but there's none. So there you go. I have a question for you guys. How do we actually get new players? This is the question of my mind for
So
the
you
next
know what's
couple months.
surprising? The amount of time I've like during this time, like during Corona and everything, I've been looking like here and there at like the Dragon Ball community page, and the amount of posts that I've seen where it's like, I'm a new player, what should I buy? Or I just got into the game and bought this. What can I build? Or like, I'm a new player, can you give any suggestions? I've seen more of that during this this time than I did before any of this.
Yeah, I've seen it too, but I mean that can be like a handful of people. I'm talking about like how do we like expand the community? How do we get hundreds of people in the game?
I think it needs more. Like I just think it needs more exposure. Like I think it needs more promotion. Like the game hasn't gotten like any promotion.
Yeah,
like
then I think COVID super took the wings off of like our legs because like sorry for interrupting you, Rob.
No, go ahead.
Essentially, it did seem like Bandai had that within their horizons, right? 2020 was the year that not only were we going to have probably the biggest nationals, we were planning on having worlds. Yep. One of those things to say, hey, we can crown a world champion. That got taken away from us. It was an opportunity that we didn't see. It feels like they understand that to really get the game out there, they need to start really pushing into that kind of market where they say we're a legitimate card game and we have legitimate ways to be able to crown champions and so on and so forth. So then you have the star building aspects that are important because star building is huge. People want to support teams. People want to support people. And having more of that is great. I think the teams that we have right now, and as much as there's a lot of, circle jerking between us, that I think the fact that there's that kind of foundation already built in terms of the community is a fantastic way to just keep pushing that, keep on moving forward. The second thing, trading card games are having a second renaissance right now. Pokemon exploded now that, Logan Paul and all that kind of jazz. And now people are buying boxes of like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. And it's just, we will get that trickle down from those other communities. And I think we just need to ride that wave super hard and really make our game accessible, visible. And, if that means we should be like, hey, yo, guys, you guys know base set Charizard? Well, we have Victory Strike. And like, maybe that's just one of those routes in terms of marketing that we need to push the game.
I feel like we already kind of hit that too. Sorry to cut you off, Brent.
No, I was going to say, I agree. It's just that I don't know if we're going to get that exposure. Something has to happen or multiple things has to happen in order to either gain value, which will bring people in, or an accessibility thing in which anybody can hop on and start playing, which again, online client, but that's a whole different story, obviously.
Anyway.
I'm like kind of going to that route. Obviously, I do think an online client would help. Like, look at Pokemon. Like, okay, guilty. I got back into Pokemon. That's what I played before. For me, it's more comfortable and easier for me to jump on a Pokemon client because it's all automated. It's legit. And Untap can be funky. People don't know rulings all the time. It's weird. Untap. It's Untap. And the people that play on Untap, they understand how that feels. So having a client would be huge because then you also have the ability to have people start streaming. This game really only there's you, George, Egg, Marcus. That's really it when it comes to streaming. Like, you can go on Twitch right now and look up like Arena, look up Pokemon, look up Yu-Gi-Oh! You have all these different streamers ranging probably from thousands of viewers down to like hundreds. Super doesn't have that. You don't have that accessibility to where people can just be like, oh, I'm going to go check this out. There's not a constant stream to that. And I think if obviously the online client would help because it makes it easier access for more people to be able to stream instead of having to rely on a website. But I think if there was more of like a stream, then it becomes more of hey, what is this? How do I get into this? And then it becomes a word of mouth and that trickles down into different communities as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part. I mean that's just another part or way of exposing and exposures in general. But hopefully just like I say for content creators, I always want more content creators. I always want to help them as well. For myself, it's just about time and scheduling. So hopefully that'll change. Step 1. Wait until Digimon dies. Yep. Step 2, steal the Digimon players. Yep. That's exactly. Yep.
That was a funny comment. I mean, so like with Digimon, doesn't even seem like it's got some hype, right? Because it's Digimon, cool. That's really cool. But like the game itself, I don't think actually has a lot of like big hype around it. It's just like the people from the Dragon Ball and like a couple other communities, like, oh, cool, a Digimon card game. Like, but it's Bandai made, so they're like,
it's the name.
Yeah,
the name attracts.
Well, I mean, Dragon Ball is a
the
huge
IPs. Yeah, so both IPs are huge, but I will say that the Digimon Facebook group has grown exponentially faster than the Dragon Ball one. Yeah. Dragon Ball's Facebook group's at 18K. Digimon English release isn't even out yet. It's at 13K.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, another thing, Takara. I'm probably still gonna make a whole video. It's on the list. I already wrote most of it, but one of the things is definitely cross promotion of other Dragon Ball products. When the Dragon Ball Super show comes back on, hopefully we'll get some exposure through that.
Oh yeah.
That would help. Yeah.
You know, the Kakarot box topper, and as well as the the new game in Kakarot. That could have been so good. As soon as you open up the game, it could say hey, if you want to play a physical card game, just play the Dragon Ball Super card game. I don't know why that was so hard, but one of the things that Rise of Phoenix was saying, where you can't tell me there's not resources to make one if they made something in in Kakarot. The thing is that there's two completely different groups and departments and things, right? Mm-hmm. This team of I think less than 10 people make this game. You have to realize that they make this game. As far as the products and licensing and everything else that probably goes through Bandai, graphic design or whatever, art, things like that. That's completely different. But the budgets are completely different, and the restraints are completely different. So those are the things you have to kind of think about. And as they honestly have to get their shit together, hopefully one day they'll do those type of things for this.
Can I bring up so Takara made a point how they're pushing Digimon harder than they push Dragon Ball. Back when Dragon Ball came out, there was a handful of guys at our local store that I remember talking about it, and they made a point, and it still kind of sticks with me, and I wonder how much of this affects how the game is currently. So for those of you that don't know, before Super, there was a game by Panini. Pansy,
yeah.
Or Pansy, my bad.
Pansy.
On top of that, there was also multiple different Dragon Ball card games in front of or behind Super.
Yeah.
Super started because Bandai went up to Panini and was like, hey, we're taking our licensing back, and just pulled the rug completely out of them. So the guys at the shop were like, Bandai's too flaky with their card games. They'll survive for 2-3 years, and then they'll either pull the rug and start something completely from scratch, or start something new with a different company. So I do think it'll be curious, because we're going on year 3. Mm-hmm. It'll be coming up. Yeah. If we can hit year 4, year 5, I think that is going to be a huge turning point for this game. This is just kind of coming from that thought and just my perspective on it, because I think we're in a pretty good spot right now, but if we can hit that, turn the curve at 5 years, it kind of puts us more in a foothold. It'll show collectors that have already started kind of investing into the game, because then you get the Victory Strike. Look at all the signature cards. They almost all doubled or tripled in price 4 or 5 months ago. Mm-hmm. There was it was one of the trading magazines covered kind of what George was saying, the base Charizard. They covered Victory Strike and kind of compared it to Black Lotus and Magic.
Yeah.
So now all these collectors randomly flocked in. They're like, oh, secret rares, signature rares, SPRs, all this other stuff. I think if we can hit a curve to where it becomes more popular, there's more of a solid footholding with this game, then I definitely think we just start rocketing forward.
Yeah.
I agree with George's thing earlier. It was just this was going to be the big year that Bandai was wanting, and it just got sidetracked because of COVID. So it just got cut out. But I think once this thing gets under control and everything, Bandai is gonna. I honestly think the card game team will push really, really hard to get what they wanted to do this year. Next year, I think they're going to try really hard to get that.
Yeah, they have to, right? The card games are popping off, and every company wants a piece of that pie. Every company wants it. And you know what? A lot of it, and like Rob was saying, a lot of investors right now see like, okay, because smart investors don't just see like, oh, hey, Bitcoin's popping off and throw all their money at Bitcoin. They're like, okay, but what about the entire market? What about Litecoin? What about, as much of a meme as Dogecoin is Dogecoin? What about all these different aspects? So naturally that rolls over into our game.
Crypto is way too complicated for Devin. We can't talk about it.
What?
So the Sandy in the chat, what's up? Has the player base dwindled? I don't think so.
I think it's kind of hard to tell. I think it's holding steady.
Yeah, it's hard. One, it's hard to tell, and two, I don't think it's changed too much. I think people will start coming back to locals. That's a really good indication of like how to, how to gauge how much interest there is. But what I will say is that people are still interested to the extent of maxing out and filling up every single online tournament that we've had pretty much the last like 2 months. So, we still have people who want to play the game, quotation marks, and still want to put some time into it. So,
and a lot of these people that are like joining these tournaments are like casual players that just never, they either didn't have the money to travel, or like they just never felt like they were, confident enough to go to an actual tournament or things like that. And then like, they get these tournaments where they can play from home and, they can play behind a webcam. So they're like, they feel like, okay, I'm in my element, I'm in my space. So I feel like I can go up against these people. So like now that they're playing and, some of them are doing well, others maybe not so much, but they're still getting the experience. And they're like, okay, when everything, is all said and done and everything's back to normal-ish, whatever, and we get events back, we're going to get people back to these events, and then they're going to go tell their friends and, so on and so forth. And like, okay, we get these people back into the community. So that's what I think is going to be good going forward.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about these webcam events, though.
I definitely kind of agree with you on the fact that I think a lot of the more casual players that don't want to travel for events because they know either they don't have the optimal deck or they just want to play more for fun, I'll do these online events because it's $20. They don't have to go anywhere, and they get to play Dragon Ball with other people.
Oh yeah,
I think that's a huge.
Yeah. I agree. I do.
Yeah, exactly. There's huge incentives both ways. One, for the player base, Bandai's seeing way more people sign up for these tournaments because way more people can do so. Like you said, lower barrier of entry, both in terms of money and cost. And also on the TO end, TOs no longer have to host big halls, pay a bunch of money out of pocket, and a lot of Bandai doesn't have to have this back and forth with TOs about where to host tournaments, how to host them, because the TO might be afraid they might not make their money back on the investment. You take away all these kinds of things, and I do believe, and I agree with Cameron in chat, that we will be seeing these tournaments stay through beyond COVID. In what shape or form, I don't know. And personally, like obviously I prefer in person, and I think the most competitive level is in person. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Bandai will probably keep pushing these kinds of online formats far beyond after this pandemic.
Yeah,
I think they're probably going to do that in a way where like they can do it like on the weekends to fill in that gap between events, because like before we had like these like we would sometimes have these big like month or 2 or 3 month gaps between like another big tournament, whereas like now they can just go. They can throw a webcam tournament in here or like an untapped tournament here or there, in between these events, going forward, just to like fill that space for like that gives other people a chance to actually play and that don't get a chance to go out and go to events.
I gotta be honest. So when they first announced these webcam events, I was a hard skeptic. I thought they were going to be trash. I didn't think they would work really well. Didn't think it would be fun until I played in my first one. And honestly, it's not bad. I think a lot of people knock on it. And I do agree that, who was it in chat that said it? Takara said that they need to standardize like the camera, which I agree. Cause like you get people that have like 40 different camera setups. And I think if you have more of a solidified camera setup, besides connection issues, I didn't have a single bad experience, honestly, playing in any of these webcams. everyone was super friendly. Everyone was super clear on movement, what was going where, what their plays were, response times, everything like that. It honestly ran. I had a lot more fun in them than I thought I would.
Yeah, it's fun. I usually have pretty good experience, and I think I talked about it in the previous webcam video, but you trade off the costs and travel and everything else like that for convenience and possible connection issues, possible cheating, possible shipping issues, because now with FedEx, UPS, everybody having shipping issues, all this stuff is delayed. Plus, you have to pay for that stuff and you have to do returns, all that other stuff. But it's just a different experience, and I think that was the whole idea when I started doing online tournaments about a year ago or so. For those who can't go out and those who want that convenient type of thing going on, those events were there for them, and hopefully prizing would be there.
And I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Now Darkson does make a good point in chat too. Like the webcam events also make it a good thing. And like with COVID and everything, you can't go out. But like these webcam events make it really good because not only do you get all these people that don't get go to tournaments and stuff very often, want to play, and they finally get a chance to play. But like you get all these people that that really want to get out and actually play at these events now. So like once COVID goes away and things finally clear up and everything, you're gonna get this big surge surge of people that are coming to events now and like coming to play. And you're gonna get these massive groups of events and tournaments and stuff like that when we get these tournaments back in person. So I agree with him. We're probably gonna see like a big number of events whenever we get them back in person. So it's gonna be. I think that's gonna be good for the game.
Yeah, I mean that's what El Ray was saying, and the relevance of Dragon Ball kind of makes this game kind of go up and down as well, and hopefully they promote within that. I mean, they're promoting their own product, so yeah. We kind of already talked about that. As far as what Sandy was saying is like, you don't know if full tournaments indicate the health of the game. To an extent, yeah. But again, there's still interest. There's still, we can say that we had full tournaments and we still have people still playing, throughout the tournament.
Hey man, just because you quit don't mean everybody else don't want to keep playing the game.
That's what I'm saying. But we'll see.
With quotation marks, by the way. We be peeping you.
Exactly. He still be playing.
He still be playing.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the deck list since we're getting to that hour mark or past that hour mark. Anyway, we're gonna dump some decks, starting with Surge Coup. If you guys have any decks, please put them in the chat if you guys want us to take a look at them and have some fun with it.
Devin, why did you
What?
Huh? Why'd you gotta do Surge Coup, man? Here's just Brian's list.
That ain't mine. That ain't mine.
It has my name on it. Hello. Anyway, if you have your list, put it in the chat with a link to Shenron's Lair or DBS decks, and we'll talk about it. Also, if you aren't already, definitely put exclamation point raffle. Still want to give out some of these stickers. I still got a lot, so I'll do this.
You send me ours?
I think I did.
We get stickers?
If you haven't, oh god, if you guys haven't done it already, let me know. I'll resend them. I'll resend them.
I haven't got anything yet.
Anyway,
I'll give it a week.
It looks like fun.
Anyway, I'll just resend them. I'll just resend it so I can send it to George too. Anyway, if we get, let me explain the deck. Hold on. If we get more than 20 people in the raffle, I will go out, open my mint draft box 6, and open up a pack and just give out a pack. There you go. Okay. For this deck, before Devin has a heart attack, this is actually an older version of this deck that I've been playing. This is actually a shout out to Aiden, the guy with the golden Frieza like I was talking about before. He was playing a Surge Coup deck, and I kind of took some of the ideas that he had with the older Surge Coup deck that I was working on before. And just like I was talking about before, the offering effects, like from Heartfelt and this 2-drop and this new 3-drop Piccolo, which again, within itself, thank you for the follow. I'll look at that in a second. The effect itself, where you can basically pay 3, they're at 5 life. You can choose their life to be taken, or -25 ignoring barrier in rest mode, I believe. And then it has offering afterwards. So basically, you're gonna draw the 2 or they crit the life. And from there, basically, Tambourine, Drum, and as well as Bardic the Resolute all be free played. The reason why Search Crew is really good is because you draw 2 cards pretty much every single turn. And then you have the Draw Apes early game and late game. So you just dump your hand, play your whole hand, and then just have red defense and aggro stuff from there. It's really fun. This is just not the list, though, for sure. I know Devin has some words to say, however.
It's just like fun.
All right.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wonderful.
Don't do it.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta reopen it. So those who, I think it passed the hour mark. So let me reopen the giveaway and you guys can type it in again. Hold on.
Yeah, Sandy, I think Cell can probably come off the reserve list. I don't see Cell being an issue.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not.
So here's the thing. I understand the reasoning when they first did it. Design space is a super huge thing to consider when we're talking about the longevity of a game. Yeah, it cheats out any cell. But it's been like 7 sets since they did this thing, and I haven't seen a single cell it goes into. So I don't know what design space they were trying to explore, but we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, hey, you guys, you know what design space they're exploring right now? Counterplay Frieza, counterplay Trunks.
Honestly.
Counterplay Yamcha.
Counterplay Yamcha.
Beerus Ball.
There's just too many answers to it right now.
I just don't get it.
So many. Yo, if my opponent taps 3 to play that cell, bruh, all day, please go ahead. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna make a deck specifically. If it,
good card, and he drops down cell, you go.
I'm gonna do a hand. Okay, listen. If they do that, I'm gonna do a hand control deck that breaks their whole entire hand down to 1 with their only 1 counterplay. Then play the cell and make them play the counterplay, and then they have no cards in hand. So there you go. That's
play cell. How many cards in hand?
1.
What are you gonna do? You go counterplay me?
It's my counterplay. Yes, it is actually.
Nah, we can though.
Yeah. Fine. But the search crew list is pretty fun. All about the critical because you're leader and the offering, and then Violent Rays, Topo. Do I have Topo in this one? Oh, the new one has Topo because Violent Rays is just back and forth on Violent Rays.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's a sideboard card.
Yeah, same thing for Final Blow. Very good in specific matchups. Okay,
but it's very matchup dependent.
Yeah, it's a very good card in specific matchups. After images to Awaken on their turn, with Scourge Screw and then Heartfelt any red card. So
they gutted my fucking leader, man.
Oh, the newest list has what you call it? Friggin' discard Corn's Tower Secret Medicine to boost anything by 5k. So the Topo as well as
broken.
Wow, as King Piccolo. you swing the King Piccolo with 20k, and then you use the extra card to boost it to 25k for the turn. You awaken and then drop it into the warp, and then there you go.
I don't know why I didn't ask Eden for those cards when I was buying cards, but I need to go buy some.
Cause you're bad. We're moving on to Mecha Frieza. So I've been experimenting with other stuff with Bergamo. Bergamo is probably one of the best slept on worst cards in the game right now because Bergamo is so annoying to deal with. It's just that everything surrounding yellow is not good.
Which is so weird to think about nowadays.
If Bergamo
so good and then it just turned into such garbage.
If this specific Bergamo, all the same effects, was blue, it would be a busted ass card, but it's not.
Oh my god, if that card was blue, that would have been busted.
I would love this card.
Talking about yellow, Dropbox 5 Bergamos are like $18, guys. Pick them up. Yellow's gonna be good again someday.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I think they're gonna eventually realize they made it. They like yellow was like their premier color for a while, right? And then nowadays it's just like a meme. It's like you see yellow sit across from you that's not sin. You're like, okay.
And we know we're getting lineage support again in the future, so
yeah. We'll see.
I just want a Goku Jr. secret people. Let me burn you for 3.
Yeah,
it's never going to be good. I don't understand.
Share your secrets, guys.
I don't understand. You're gonna have to have
a card someday.
Listen, you can have a 49 card deck with all Goku lineage, and you still will not get that effect. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. Don't even try.
Listen, I know you're right because I tried it multiple times.
So is Brian.
It's so bad.
Somehow you'll get a top 7 of like 5 black cards and a green card. Like, I don't understand. You're still not gonna get that effect.
How is this even possible?
I just
my whole deck is Goku lineage.
It's so bad. Don't try.
I don't even run red cards.
Now that I think about it, I low key want to like swap some of this stuff for Goku lineage and just see how it goes, like the new stuff. But like the idea of the deck, yeah, the idea of the deck is, you know, play a lot of extra cards, make sure that you negate any of their early game effects, and then just crit them with the Anguilla and deny them with the Slug, and then rest mode everything else. But it doesn't really have a win con, so that's what I'm working on. If anybody has a good Mecha Frieza deck, which is,
why don't you use the why don't you use the secret?
What secret?
The Sin secret.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can put that in there. But I'll probably I haven't updated this one either. But I probably will reduce Tyrannical Blow to 2, and then maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see. It just needs draw.
You take out a couple of slugs, you add in a couple of Path to Greatnesses, you slap in a couple of Heavy put Victory Strike in there, and
here we go.
Oh, we got a deck.
We got a deck.
Wow. Remember DraftBox.deck? That's pretty much what it sounds like. You can't post a link. Let me see if I can change that right now. I know that is.
DraftBox.deck. The good old days.
While I do that, here's a pan deck by Rob. Cool.
What? That's me.
Oh, this is Rob's deck. Me. This is Rob deck.
No, I literally just screenshotted the deck that got 8.
No, this is.
Oh, you leak.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is Dev's deck.
Yeah,
not really.
I just screenshot it.
Yeah, no, dude, are you gonna talk about the deck? I don't understand. Hello.
I mean, okay.
Why do you play the 1-drop Piccolo? Why?
Let's see. Well,
this is not his deck.
No. So I was looking at it, right, and it's literally just you play around your unisons. That's why the deck plays so many, because like you play the unison, and all your cards are free because of unison. So all your 15k bodies you play off of dealing damage. So like you can play the 2 drops all for free because you have a unison in play and you dealt damage. So that's how you get your draws. And that's how you build your board and do all your damage and whatnot. And then that's when the Bardock Resolute comes in, because like one of them crits a life, so then Bardock Resolute comes in and you're like, all right, cool, that's another draw, and then the rest of it's just like unison stuff.
And such a good deck builder. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Am I wrong in saying this deck hard loses to Mass Identity?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Turn one.
Turn one, Black Mass Man. Well,
cool. Cooking.
My deck real quick.
No, it don't. Piccolo Jr. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, Piccolo Jr.
Yeah,
That's
Piccolo Jr. Card.
And of course, Lord Slug is minus what, 10? Ignoring barrier, so.
Yeah.
No.
But the card still, the auto would still go off if you minus it.
I do think Pan's gonna be hella interesting with the expansion. That new Shenron card is so good for that deck.
Yeah, I agree. Because I mean, even if you pay the energy for the unison, it doesn't count. It just you pay the other one. But
yeah, but with the Shenron, you play the unison, then you get to play something. So
leader, please.
Do what?
No, the deck's cool. After looking at it, I was like, okay, I can understand what like the deck is supposed to do, but like, I was like, well, I just put it on here because there was a pan deck, so I thought it was cool.
You're bad.
I'm not surprised.
All right, I'll probably play it. I'll probably make a pay-in expansion deck with the new Shenron since I love the new Shenron. Put a bunch of Yamchas. Put the Baba in there, 1-drop. Put the Fit Android 17 counter 2-drop. You know what I'm saying? Draw the 2 on their turn and get a 15k body. Sounds fun and also bad. Oh well.
That sounds really bad, but fun.
Moving on to
I've
actually Rob's.
I've already thought about it. I just haven't sat down and built it yet. But
I'm about to build it here. All right, Rob, this is your deck, right?
Yeah.
Blue-green, Gotenks. Interesting.
I gotta test with them more. I think Gotenks going forward can just become an aggro deck, and because quick thinking is busted, and if you don't need to have blue Gotenks, you can play it off of the green ones. So having Senzu Bean, really good. I think the deck can just get super explosive. You just draw a lot. I think it just becomes more of like a aggro mid-range instead of like a hand control grindy deck. I gotta mess with it more, but
remember when I tried to play that blue Gotenks or that blue Gotenks red blue pan?
Yeah.
What about it?
I tried to play it back in the days, like around the time that I tried to, or when I topped it Chicago. I played it in the teams a bit, and then when the next day I took that card out. I was like, this card sucks in here. Wow. I didn't play it once.
The only thing that sucks with it is the Gokuel only grabs green Gotenks. If it could grab either or, that would be so good. Mm-hmm. But it just gives you another option. The quick thinking's the 15 or 20k critical. Swings, draws a card, and it's a draw 3 because you get the draw off the unison. But it lets you. Go ahead.
No, go finish up to what you're saying.
Like you can still go turn 2, Vegito Unison, Awaken, swing with Leader, Senzu Bean, and then go into a Reaper or a Quick Thinking, and then just Super Plus. Plus, you still have Dormant per time. Huh?
You can go into 2 Reaper or 2 Quick Thinking if you want.
And it's double blue.
Is it? Oh,
dude, if it was only 1 blue, oh boy, howdy, that'd be busted.
Man, 3. It's a 3-drop for a 2 energy. That's lame.
But you draw cards.
When you play it with Unison, you draw 2, and then you draw another one off of the Vegito Unison. And when it swings, every turn you swing with it, it draws a card, and it's critical. It seems pretty aight.
Just a blue count. That's all it is.
Yeah, I gotta mess with them more. The Angel Destroyer is just an extra removal, and it's good in the mirror. Plus 21 is just a good finisher. I don't know. It's something that I think can have promise.
I think it has some potential.
I like the idea, especially like Gotenks is one of those decks where it doesn't need to have the turn 1 Gokuel. Oftentimes, just because they don't see it, my opponents will go into Vegito and then into Gokuel on their turn 2 or something like that. And because Gotenks has that ability to turn 2 Awaken, it mitigates the lack of tempo you might get by not getting that playoff on turn 1. You know, a lot of decks do a lot of things on turn 1, like Dark Broly or Red Broly, where they're playing an immense amount of things. I think Gotenks, just by the virtue of being super early Awaken, as well as having removal on all of its Union Fusion plays, I think can really mitigate it really well.
The only time that it kind of would feel bad charging the blue-green turn 1 is if you're playing against like Red Broly or anything like that, because then you want like Dormant up or a Negate up. Other than that, most decks, you don't really care. You can take the damage or 2, because even if you Awaken turn 2, you're still at least getting a card when you Awaken, even if you don't get the 2 off of life. So,
Sandy says it doesn't have deflect and you don't draw cards when it dies. Therefore, it's bad.
Yeah, but you have to have a hard negate to where it just never comes into play.
How is that? Wait, how is it bad?
There's too many counters right now that let the cards still come into play, then they get KO'd or removed. Which at that point, I'm fine with, because then it's still a draw 3.
Just off playing it, you plus because when you swing it, you get a card that'll plus you on the play of it.
Yeah, it's one of those cards where it's one of those cards where you have to consider your matchups. Are you going up against blue? Okay, then don't tap out for it if they have a God Seal live. That's all.
I'm just making fun of Sandy, guys.
Yeah, we know.
Fuck you, Sandy.
Oh, okay. All right. So moving on. Community deck list. Let's look and take a look.
Let's look at the people. Oh, we didn't even put the SS4 or deck.
Wait, yes.
Forgot to put it.
This is because you're bad at everything.
Shut up.
Let's go here.
I hate this guy.
I know. Where am I? Let me switch over here. Let's do this. Let's do.
He ain't even ready. Look at this. Unprepared.
No, it's not going. Oh, here we go. It goes now. Let's go back here. Woo! Okay, there you go. El Rey back at it again. Oh shit! Here we go again.
Another one.
I need to put another one. I need to put that in the stream.
Every time we see El Rey for the deck, it's just Chi and Limo again. It's just like another one.
Hold on. How many cards is this? If this is 60, I'm banning you. 12.
El Rey.
This is 23. If it's 60, I'm banning you. All right. 37. I'm refunding your sub.
What the fuck?
Okay, 37. That's 48, right? So that's 56. Oh my god, I'm banning you.
Get him out of here.
I'm banning you. I'm banning you right now.
For what it's worth, if we ignore the Dragon Balls, it's a 53 card deck.
Oh, that's true. All right.
Ban him next too.
I guess he's okay. It's okay. I guess. Well, the deck itself, playing all of the Hurrigan, or most of the Hurrigan, I guess. Playing the Unison, okay. No counterplays? You're crazy. How are you gonna have 60 cards and no counterplays? Hello?
Yeah, why do you play any counterplays?
Got the Zarbon, okay. Plea for Salvation. Can you play that? Can you play any of the Hurrigan stuff with that? Or is it just the 9-drop? You don't even have the whole engine. I think the 7 Dragon Balls and the Desires probably took up everything. Interesting.
Yeah, it's really hard to deck build Wish Leaders. There's like so little space in the deck to do anything.
Yeah. Plus you need Oob. I feel like you can reduce a lot of these numbers, like Kind Wish to 2 and Plea of Salvation to 2, and then Zarbon.
Oh, Kind Wish is Kind Wish can definitely go to 2, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
What else? Tapion at 4, that's fine. Maybe Sealed Box at 2, because you're really only going to play it once. Hurrigan Unison probably at 4 if you want to do all the stuff with that. And then, yeah. I mean, I see the ideas. You even have the Jaro super combo, boy. You crazy, bud.
I think if you run Jaro, you need to consider maybe Dribes. Like maybe go to 2 Ribs and 1 Dry Ape or something like that. So at least you have the dual option of going one or the other.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, can we stop encouraging this man to keep building Eli decks?
Alright, if you don't stop building these,
anyway, stop building these.
I'm gonna make a PSA on the channel. I'm banning all wizards, including that one. Okay, this is from Le Bache. Also, did you see the title of this, by the way? Yo, let me keep blocking, keep discarding. Thanks.
What is it?
It's the name of the deck.
Keep blocking. I'm guessing, obviously, it's because of the 9-drop, but just yeah. All right. First draft box baby Agro DB6. Shout out to Sandy. Okay. This is similar to what I was playing before. Just no Unison, no 1-drop Bulma.
Yeah.
It was more of the red-green stuff. But mono red, I think this is pretty good. I think the King Piccolo rare is awesome. It's funny because you can Ventral Onslaught that thing too. You can Ventral Onslaught any of these cards really, but that's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
The Roshi I feel has been overperforming than what I was expecting it to. First, it felt really strong. The Unison. Mm-hmm. It felt really strong in draft, and even just in like playing it just to see how it fits in. It surprisingly does a lot. It's a really annoying card.
Yeah,
it is really good.
Hey man, that Yamcha deck I put out today, I'm telling you. I don't like the drum and tambourine, but they're cool when they happen. If you're gonna be playing these, I would highly recommend. Thank you for the follow, Joey. Yo, Joey P. Nice move, Joey P. Thanks,
Not even
Joey P.
You weren't even following before, Joey.
That's his incognito account. He's like, I don't want to. I don't want to be seen. What's up, man? What you call it? If you're gonna be playing the tambourine as well as the drum, I would highly recommend to put in the 1-drop guys, the ones that are 10Ks in your hand. You got 5 or less, because those really popped off with the BB deck that I was playing.
Nah.
Other than that, you only have 2 targets for Bulma. I would recommend to look into Reddits instead. Bardock Resolute probably should be at 3, even though I feel like maybe, I don't know. That's up to you on that one. Jiren's probably not needed, but I guess if you're looking for mid-range, I would say pick one. Either aggro or mid-range. I don't think this deck is really,
I think he's floating in between right now from what I'm looking at.
Well, it's really just the Jiren. I feel like you're still pretty aggro, but like I feel like the Jiren. Like you can play it for turn 3 and Awaken, I guess, but what's that really doing for you? I guess just 20 key double striker, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, that's my thoughts.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have thoughts.
I think, like you said, Raditz over Bulma.
Okay. Moving on, we have Ryan Connolly, Brohan. Shout out to him in this very janky website. Sorry, Mark. I am telling you, don't shut down Shenron's. keep working
not
at
yet,
it, bud.
anyways.
I love this. Just not doing it for me, man. It's just okay, I don't even know what these are. Oh, the godly auras. Okay. All right, cool.
The pictures aren't even loading.
So the thing, so Brohan, this was the other idea that I had for the offering deck that I had. So like playing all the red yellow stuff plus the Gogeta line plus Jiren instead of Master Roshi and just dial back on the drum and tambourine stuff, and then just become a control deck with offering. Like this stuff with offering plus the secret plus all the other red things that Goku can play. It's really good. I don't know how I feel about Beerus right now. I feel like you have to commit to Beerus, like just play 4 and then just have that like turn 2, just disrupt him. But he's not as effective anymore, in my opinion.
This deck got Gogeta 6 in it.
Duh, that's what I'm saying. This is his anti-meta line, the Gogeta line with Jiren. But ratios I don't agree with, but if it's working for you, then it's working for you. You have like 30 different negates, by the way, so that's all I can say there.
I'm gonna say on Almighty Resistance, like if any of you guys plan on playing like red yellow in the future or like red splashing yellow or anything like that, I think y'all should pick up playsets. It's the cheapest counter in the game, and it's just not seeing play right now because multicolors aren't super relevant.
Yeah, the
but
Resistance.
If we're seeing 5 energy be the next place at which counters come back, that card's going to take over once multicolor comes back. I guarantee it. I
do agree. Also,
I have mine somewhere.
With the ruling of counter or Almighty Resistance affecting Mafuba, technically it probably affects all cards. So pretty dope. The spicy 5-drop critical attacker triple tracker. Oh, by the way, do you guys know that that new Gohan card with your life is at 3 or less and is a 2-drop?
Yeah.
Someone played that in Reboot Gohan, and I got mad. I was like, why? Why'd you even that's like a perfect card for Reboot Gohan. Why'd you even have that? Why'd you print that? That's stupid. Hello? Just make that a red card. Just make it a red card. Why would you make it green?
The new SR green Gohan. It's a 5-drop that becomes like a 2-drop.
Yeah.
If you're at 3 or less life.
If this
card hella good.
If this loads, okay, I gotta stop shading Mark before I stop streaming forever. But it's not load. Oh my god, Mark, what are you doing, dude?
Shenron, just go take us to Shenron, please.
What are you doing, brother? What are you doing? What is this?
Take us to Shenron,
brother. Where is this? What's happening, brother?
I'm just on TCG.
All right, hold on. Let me get out of here real quick. I'm about to copy the whole website just so we can have an offline copy. What, do I get cease and desist? Is that gonna happen?
Cease and desist.
Oops. Y'all know anything about Smash going on right now in Melee?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
free Melee.
about how their entire tournament got shut down.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Free Melee.
Absolutely stupid.
I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, this bitch got deflect too. Oh my god.
He got the
What?
flex.
Why'd you even do that? It's a double striking 25k for 2 energy. For 2 energy. That's stupid. I hate this. I hate everything. I'm gonna play it.
I gotta put that in Gotenks. That card hella good.
Wow.
That car busted.
Your link, Mike.
I'm not trying that right now.
Miker1919. Your link doesn't work. I think it's private, by the way. Yeah, definitely try it.
I gotta go look up how much these Gohans are, yo.
They're cheap. They're pretty cheap.
bro, this
They
card's
gotta be cheap because nobody thought about it.
Yo, this card's insane in that deck. What the heck?
With the Gohan? I told you,
Bruh.
dude. Someone put
What the heck?
someone put that down on me, and I was mad. I was like, okay, I already got past 6 life of or potential life being taken in critical. Let me just go ahead and just tap out. My man just put that down, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Thanks, dude. Awesome. I appreciate everything.
That card is so busted. Okay.
Yeah, Brohan, if you're first testing us, that's all good, dude. Beerus, hey, where's Josh? So we have the Intersecting Fates, my man's. Got the Secret, got the Oob with the Zeno, we got the Whis, we got the Judge of Gods at 4. I don't know why you thought this was a good idea, but I would recommend to bring that down a little bit. And yeah, pretty straightforward deck. A lot of the blue not good stuff and Beerus. And I think this 5-drop Unison Super Saiyan 4 Goku really helps the deck, because as soon as you get to that turn, they can't really do too much. And especially if you just keep playing it. So there you go.
I'm not even paying attention to decks on the screen anymore because I'm looking at this card thinking about Gohan.
Oh my god.
What's the name of that Gohan?
This card is so dumb.
Hidden Might, Son Gohan, Hidden Might.
Hidden Might, yeah. It's actually it just makes me mad looking at it.
I guess the Oobs are just here as a turn 1 play.
Which one? Oh,
The Oob?
it's for Zeno. Because you play another energy and you play it, and then you get a blocker.
I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it is. Because blockers and negates and things like that. It's
They're
good for
so
beers.
cheap. Why are they so cheap?
Here we go.
Rob, buy me some.
I mean, they're cheap, so just.
Rob, buy me some.
Hey, if anybody wants to buy anything, please use the TCG player link in the description below.
In the description below.
I would highly. Hashtag stay selling. I think that was.
Go to the website, buy some merch.
I mean, yeah, I got. Never mind. But yeah, definitely do that. It's still up. The main website's still up. Gonna update both whenever I can. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I see any other decks, unless you guys have any decks.
I want to see his deck that he linked that it didn't work.
Which one is that?
Oh, the one that you said didn't work when you clicked on it earlier.
Let me see if he unprivated it. Maker, I don't know if you're in the chat, but it's still privated. Yeah, it's still privated. Yeah. It's all good. We can. I think that's the last thing. Yep, there it is.
I'll be sure. No, Elray, stop giving us G-Line level.
Yeah, I'm not clicking. I'm not clicking. You get one per stream.
New.
You get one per stream, Elray. That's the thing.
He said he's gonna make a new one for next stream. What are you gonna change?
I don't know. Let's go over here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This one? Oh, here you go. Yup. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna close the thingamajig. So if you guys, I said at 20 I'll give a draft box pack, but maybe I'll just give a regular pack. Some random pack. 14 people, 15 tickets, double the entry if you're a sub. Let's do it. Any last words, fellow teammates?
Well,
wow, dude.
We're probably looking to be on a downturn of the game for the next month in terms of events. The last things holding up are PPG and the Bandai event in December. So guys, if you want to play, hit up your locals, let them know that you want to set up an online circuit with them. That's what the guys around here have been doing. It's been an amazing job of keeping the community alive here. If you can't go out and play, support your local game stores, keep the game alive, and aside from that, take care and enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend is in the States. So
Canadian. Yes.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So
last Thursday of the month.
Yeah, so that's just it. Watch out for yourselves. Watch out for your local game stores, guys, and keep on playing.
Please be safe. Please.
For sure. That's it.
Wait,
hold on. We have another deck. Wait. Wait. What's this?
What's this?
We're blocking it. Let me just. And freaking Rob is at 3 frames per second. Welcome back to the slow motion show. We have.
It's Frieza.
It's Golden Frieza with the Catopesla line. Okay.
Power Rangers, baby.
Okay.
I
don't know who your target is for Cell Zeno, because they're all black.
Probably the apes.
What, you gonna do 4 apes? 3 apes out here?
You're gonna get 3 apes on the same turn.
I mean...
Oh, yeah, you hardcast 2 of the 2-drop apes, and then...
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Hardcast 2 of the Great Ape Gokus, 2 of the Super Combos.
I mean... the ape is 15K.
Listen,
when I was playing Janemba at Nats and I was going up against Shenron, that was my play. Hardcast the ape and start swinging.
Boy, all right.
What's wrong with you?
I win.
Oh wait, we're blocking, my bad. But yeah, that's Listen, Catapesla in this deck probably is quite good. I think it's more of just like making the leader viable with all the other Frieza army stuff. That's the challenge, I think. So I definitely see it. I definitely see it.
Because the Catapesla line shines in any deck that provides extra energy. Because if you can speed up the turn count of getting to your 6-drop by a turn, because you get to untap, it's a massive tempo swing. So I get the idea. It's just refining, meshing in, like you're saying, the Frieza army pieces alongside that.
Yeah. All right, thank you for that. I don't know what I was doing there. Who won the giveaway? Nobody. We're about to do it right now. Let's see here.
Rob's having kitty issues, so he had to dip for a second, I think.
Wow, he's got to be back, and we're not streaming at all. I'm closing the entries. I'm putting up the music. Everybody say bye because I'm going to end the stream. Oops. Maybe I'm not ending the stream because I'm bad. There it is.
Were you rating Isaiah?
I was going to say that Isaiah is not live right now, but Emperor Couscous of the Couscous Army is. So if you guys can show him some love in the chat in YouTube's, I'm going to link his
Excuse me. Isaiah is live right now.
Where?
Sir?
Where?
He is on Kidku and Friends Twitch channel.
He was not live earlier, so...
Kidku_and_friends.
This kind of name. Alright, so let me post his thing right now into the chat. You better go over there or else you're square.
Go support.
I don't know what
if you have the extra funds, just go drop some a little bit.
Yeah. If you got some extra funds, don't spend it on cards. Spend it on people who need it. Not the cards. Don't give cards. Give money to the people who need money.
If you feel like you want to be generous or you want to help out good cause, go over to the stream. Donate a little, even if it's like a little bit. It's going to a good cause, to good people that are less fortunate than others.
What?
I'm
exiting this.
And I'll note this here, and I'll actually bring it up again on Saturday when I try and hit up Isaiah for it. But I'll personally be matching up to $100 of donations for this entire weekend.
Oh, let's go.
So if we as a community can bring it together, I'll match it so that we can toss in a nice, healthy fund in there for families who need it this holiday season.
For sure. I'm going to go ahead and raid, donate some money, and do some cool stuff with Isaiah another time. Let's go ahead and pick a winner because we already closed it out. Whoever the winner is, which is... Le Boche. Hey, you're French. Can you say that, actually?
Le Boche.
Le Boche.
It's Le Boche. It's Le Boche.
Le Boche. All right, everybody. Go ahead and go to the link in the chat below. We're going to go ahead and raid the good friend Isaiah. If I can find his goddamn name. Why I got to type this freaking name every single time? That's like 30 freaking characters. All right, everybody. I will see you there. And let's go have some fun and hang out. Say bye, people, because we're raiding in 3, 2, 1.
Let go.